What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. What's going on, my peeps, my peoples? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How's everything going? Let's get down to the situation. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. For real, for real. So how's everybody doing? How's everything going? Let's get into it. Let's talk about some situations. We got Porsha basically battling the internet because people are basically saying that Porsha Williams out here done got some implants. She done got some lipo. She got her booty done. She got all types of things done. And she's saying she hasn't. And we got to get into the situation when it comes to, Fallon and her, baby daddy number 3 and also her ex-husband Simon going back and forth. And basically we have Fallon's, baby father number 3, Sharon, basically saying that Simon is manipulative. He's no good. He ain't good in bed and he's controlling. I was like, Lord have mercy. That's the same thing that we heard, from Fallon. And then also getting into the situation, let's talk about Miss Jessica Cakes. Jessica Cakes, the young lady that was with, Simon. Well, Jessica Cakes, she done jumped into the situation. She got something to say. She wants to be a part of the conversation, baby. Jessica Cakes is up in people's, on their posts, on their page. She's checking out Fallon's baby daddy, Sharon baby daddy number 3. She's under his Instagram post. She had a brief sexual encounter with Simon right when he had, officially walked away from Fallon. Or did Fallon officially walk away from Simon? Because that's the word out here. That's what Fallon baby daddy's out here saying, that, basically Fallon ended up with Jalen Banks. And Jalen Banks is less successful. He's so compassionate. And she ended up stepping down to go with a man that don't got a bag. So basically he's saying Simon ain't ish. Like, Lord have mercy. What is going on in this situation? It's so much happening. And then we got to get into the Yung Joc situation. A lot of people feel a certain type of way. A lot of people are upset too as well. A lot of people are Team Joc. And they basically saying what he displayed on TV, that is love. And that's how a man's supposed to be with his son. So we have that, and disagreeing with me. I'm like, that's too much for TV, baby. You really want to work on the situation, get off camera, get in therapy, get something done, baby, for real. Handle your business that way. Don't do it in front of the cameras because it kind of seems like it's not genuine and you're turning up. And then also, it's also embarrassing your son too as well and just putting the shit out there. Is it for TV or is it for real, for real? Joc says it's for real, for real. He addressed the situation today. He was feeling a certain type of way, people coming at him. He was all in the shade room. He was in the comments, basically beefing with everybody, telling them that they don't know what they talking about, blase and the third. But you got on TV and said you wasn't in your son's life. Okay, it wasn't me. It wasn't all the other people. And then you said you had kids after kids after kids. And you kind of forgot about the first kid. And the mother even called you out on that. And she said that her son didn't start having problems until he started working for you at the club. So people got some opinions on the situation. But in any event, we're going to get to it. And then, we can't forget, Mendeecees and Yandy and their situation. Now you got their mama coming for them. You got Infinity. Infinity's out here in Kalaho land. She's been displaced out here in these streets. And now we got Mama Judy coming for Yandy, saying she's the breadwinner. And Yandy got some secrets. Ooh, and Mendeecees is just, a stool pigeon. What's going on? You guys tell me how you feel about this situation. For real, for real. So we got got some things to talk about. What's up, Ralph? How you doing? What's up, Candy Girl? How you doing? What's up, Sheila? Hey, Kimberly. What's going on? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing tonight? Like, there's some drama going on. What's going on, Darlene? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on, LSW? How you doing? Yeah, it was very if you go check out the video I did on it, oh my god, I've been getting dragged, but it ain't the first or the last time. The men were heavy and the women were heavy dragging me. I was like, oh shit, I got dragged so bad I wanted to see what Joc had to say. So in any event, let's get down to the situation. So we're going to start with Porsha. Let me turn down the music a little bit, but it's a little rowdy outside. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to drown out the noise in the back. So, okay. So here we go. So let's get to Porsha. So we got Porsha's situation going on. Porsha's situation is on and popping. But in any event, too many children being exploited for a bag. Yes, Miss Jordan. Yes. And, it's just, to me, like, I know, okay, that's love. You know what? I'm just not going to go there yet. Because, So let's get to Porsha. So Porsha's out here basically, she's out here. She jumped on the Instagram, baby, to tell people what's going on, what's popping in the situation. She wanted to show off her new body and basically, not her new body. I shouldn't say that. I'm thinking about Wendy from Real Housewives of Atlanta. My bad. Well, Porsha, was basically doing an ad out here in these streets, for, Amazon, I guess. So she was doing an ad for Amazon and she tried on this beautiful dress. And she felt a certain type of way when she put on a dress. She didn't feel, all the way together. She felt like she had a little fupa. She had a little something going on. So in any event, Porsha Williams said, if you have asked and have had no lipo or tummy tuck, this is what your stomach and body gonna look like. Get whatever surgery you want, but at least remember, if you have a fupa or a little gut, it's okay. So, Porsha was feeling that type of way. So, she just basically was comfortable in herself. She was comfortable in the way that she looked. And so, she wanted to give a message to the ladies to let them know to feel good about their body. And then, people started to, get on her on the situation. Basically, I guess people were negatively addressing her and saying, girl, you did get a tummy tuck. You did get lipo. Why you all acting like that? Wasn't you coming for Kenya Moore's booty? Wasn't you coming for Kenya Moore's surgery? Blase the third. And you came for Marlo too as well. So people was like, Porsha Williams is lying out here in these streets. So Porsha felt a certain type of way, but Tamar Braxton did something so sweet. She said, you was just flat yesterday. You are just bloated. Be kind to yourself, pumpkin. And that was just so sweet for, Tamar Braxton to say to Porsha, because that was nice. That was like, some sisterly love right there. Like, girl, be kind to yourself. So I don't think Porsha was being mean to herself, but she's just saying that, she got a little bit of a stomach right now, and it's not even a stomach. That's nothing. And, so Porsha Williams, people were saying negative things. So Porsha Williams, basically, she posted up some more pictures to let people know that she's always been stacked. She's always been thick. She always had a big body down there, baby. So she posted some throwback pictures to address the people that had something to say about her body, saying that she got her hips done, she had lipo, she got her butt done, and things of that nature. So Porsha, Williams basically is clapping back at the situation. I was like, Lord, they be doing what they want to do for the attention. Attention is out here in these streets, baby. She could have just posted that dress and kept it moving, but I don't even know why she put the title in there, anything about not having lipo, not having, a tummy tuck. You know what I'm saying? She could have just said, you look at my little fupa, look at my little gut. I'm okay with it. But I guess since she's basically saying that she hasn't had lipo or a tummy tuck, people basically is like, oh, you lying, girl. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. So yes, it'd be too much littleness going on. And also we have Fallon's baby daddy, basically he accused Simon of being, controlling and trying to ruin Fallon's relationship with him, baby daddy number 3. But it seems like, when it comes to Simon and and what's his name, Dennis, it seems like they good out here in these streets. You know what I mean? You got, the former baby daddy is saying what he experienced. But as we can see, they smoking cigars together. They're showing up to events together. So I don't know if things is going to be different with Porsha. But so you guys let me know what you think about that situation. And let's not forget about Miss Kandi Burruss. Miss Kandi Burruss is out here giving people hints and things of that nature that, she has started filming. And she might be filming a new show. So people are like, what's going on? And Kandi did this on her, live. And basically she was talking about, a new show. I was like, okay, Kandi. She's talking about a new show. And she's also talking about a new show that is going to be lit. But in any event, is it the OLG she's talking about, the new OLG, or she's talking about a new project? So Kandi Burruss might be out here working, on a new project out here in these streets. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. But she also alluded to the fact that, she is going to be returning to filming. So when she says returning to filming, we're all thinking that she's talking about she's returning to filming for Real Housewives of Atlanta, not anything else, because that's the only thing she can return to, because she hasn't filmed the old lady gang before. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. So she basically said it in that live. I don't want to play it, but she says, I'm returning back to filming. I don't know when we're going to stop filming. So basically, and then she said she's filming her OLG and a lit project too as well. So Kandi's out here working hard for Bravo. She's getting them checks. She's getting that money. And I wonder what special project she might be working on that is new. What could it be? Is it going to be something that's going to interest us? Is it going to be something that's going to rival Porsha's, her spinoff show? So what's going on? So Bravo seems like they're making sure that Kandi's taken care of and Porsha Williams is taking care of, that they're taking care of their people, giving them shows and things of that nature. Then Kandi working on another show. So we shall see. And we already know that when it comes to Porsha Williams, she got something lined up, because there's no way she's going to walk away from Dish Nation and not have another spot or another opportunity to do something big that's going to require a lot of her time. So you guys, what do you think about the situation? There was no doubt in my heart that Kandi Burruss wasn't coming back. She did all these bullshit interviews all summer long throughout the pandemic. Oh, well, I don't know if I'm going to come back. Every time we got to think about it, because maybe something changed for us. Maybe something changed. Maybe we want to do something different. No, girl, you ain't ready to leave. You still promoting. You still building. You got the old lady gang. You still want to do that. You still want to be on TV. Real Housewives is a good promotion. You got a huge fan base. You got millions of people following you, and they tune in for you too as well. So such as the other ladies, we know that you ain't going nowhere, and you wasn't even thinking about going anywhere. Only person that is a question is Cynthia Bailey, whether Cynthia Bailey is coming back or no. But you was coming back. But the question is, we don't know how long Miss Kandi Burruss is going to be around. Now that's the big question. Is she going to do another season after this season that she films? Because there might be a little bit of rivalry or some type of competition going on in the situation, especially because Phaedra has been asked to be on Peacock Network, which is go hand in hand with Bravo, and also be on Real Housewives All Stars. Now, if she blows up over there and she handle her business well and be the starlet of that show, they might be begging for her to come back. And we'll see how Kandi does this season, and we'll see what happens with that situation, because Phaedra Parks can act like she don't want to come back, but if she gives them what they've been looking for and what she gave them when she was there, she can captivate the audience and read and garner their attention and be sassy and be open and real and talk her ish, and then do good with it. There's a chance that they might ask her back, and that would probably be when Kandi leaves, if Phaedra Parks ever come back to the show. But the word on the street is Phaedra Parks is never coming back. So maybe I'm just doing some wishful thinking over here. What do you guys think about that situation? Hey, J Mac, how you doing? What's going on with you? Hey, Jim. before. So y'all think Porsha Williams got plastic surgery? What's up, Black Lavender? What's up, Jordan? So you got that situation. So we'll see. So in any event, Kandi Burruss basically let us know that she is returning back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was acting like she was excited, like she didn't know. She said she doesn't know who else is going to be filming with her either. So she didn't say about any of the other ladies getting their peach, but we know Porsha Williams is getting the peach if she accepts it, and we know Kenya Moore is getting the peach. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like, come on. It's not rocket scientists over here. But in any event, so we covered that situation. And then we got the baby. He's out here bragging about, I'm rolling out, basically still having his back. And he dropped a new song. And, he's doing what he do. He's basically letting people know that if you hated on me for no reason at all, you wasn't even mad, you just wanted to be on a bandwagon, F you, basically, in so many different words. Excuse me. So let's get to this situation. Let's talk about Simon. So as you can see, I think you can see the names. You can see Simon and you can see Sharon Barber. So basically, they posted to Instagram the cause that they have. You know what I mean? So you got Simon with the brick house and you got Siobhan with the showing the house and the pool. And so they're showing their cause out here in these streets. That, is a competition because basically baby daddy number 3 basically said that when it comes down to the situation, he is Fallon's richest baby daddy. I was like, Lord have mercy. So he showed his cause, and now you have Simon showing his cause. And so there's a little bit of a pissing test going on in the situation. I'm like, Simon should not be worried about the situation. That's somebody that has to do with Fallon that, is no longer part of your life. Why are you engaging in these things? And it also seems like he's calling out Fallon's baby daddies, or he could be calling out black man, period. But, I guess we'll see what the situation pans out. But baby daddy number 3, basically this Siobhan Barber, he said he is the man. And he jumped down on the neighborhood talk, basically, and he has something to say. He said, my point is a little bit of money is cool in the beginning, but when the sex is whack and you are mentally abusive and you push a woman to leave you for a less financial successful man who actually is compassionate to her and her needs. So basically you got Siobhan, he's out here, on the neighborhood talk posting, basically talking about Simon and the reason why, Fallon done left his ass and went over there and chose a man that didn't have much money, that didn't have much. And basically she chose to be with him because he's passionate. So, Siobhan is over here taking shots. Like he's going in, like he's calling Simon out here in these streets. He wants a problem. He wants beef. he wants issues. He is here. He is here for all the shenanigans, and it's just like, Lord have mercy. He's out here just saying all types of things. And basically he also alluded that Simon is not stimulating physically or mentally at all, point blank period. Basically saying he is too washed up, for anybody to want to be with him. So, Fallon baby daddy number 3 is out here talking all types of ish. He is feeling a certain type of way. He's feeling froggy, and he continues to go on and talk his mess about Simon. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Tell us how you really feel. So he's feeling a certain type of way, and he says Simon might be too good of a dad. He thought he was Fallon's dad. So basically he's saying that Simon was treating Fallon like he was her father because he's old. Number 1, he's controlling, and he wants to keep her in her place. And he said, you might thought that you was a good dad, but you thought too much because you thought you was Fallon's dad. I was like, damn, that's a shot right there, like blow. And then he continues trying to control her and put her on punishment for not doing whatever he said do is on like his 10th wife. If you are such a good father, husband, and provider, why can't you keep a wife? Because there are deeper issues. Damn, like, why he feeling like that? Basically, he's calling Simon out saying Simon got all these problems out here in these streets. And, he's been married. He got emotional issues. He can't keep a woman, all types of stuff. Like, he's feeling a certain type of way. He's big mad. And then he continues, he's big mad. Truth is, the son that Fallon and I share actually lived with me until he was 5. I actually raised my son and Fallon's 2 other sons when we were together. I was the primary parent of my son. When we split, Fallon and I co-parents and got along fine. Simon was insecure of our relationship and tried to coerce Fallon to keep my son away from me, shaking my head. Dude is controlling, manipulative, and mentally abusive. Why y'all think she left him? Why is he going in on Simon like that? Yo, why is he going in on Simon like that? Hey, Miss T, how you doing? Why is he going in on him like that? So baby daddy number 3 is out here in these streets. He's out here for this attention. He's out here for the smoke. He's out here trying to defend Fallon too as well. And basically he knows what was going on and something was happening. Something wasn't right. And basically he's defending his baby mama. So that says a lot. Because sometimes men do not defend their baby mamas at all. They either stay quiet or they throw shade. So he's completely out here in these streets talking ish and want to get down with Simon. I guess he is tired of Simon. Porsha wasn't leaving anyway. She's too thirsty. Okay, Ralph, I knew you was gonna go there, Miss B. Porsha is a science project too with those horse teeth. Miss B, why you gotta? I shouldn't even read that. Why you go there, Lord? Black Lavender. Y'all heard about Peter's accounts being frozen and his restaurant employees' paycheck bouncing? Lord have mercy. That is a sad situation, Black Lavender. No, that is news to me. I haven't really seen Peter, but I know Peter has had problems like this before where an account of his was frozen. He didn't have no money, blasting the third. So this is just really bad. Did the government seize it? Did he run out of money? Like, what was going on in that situation? Because a lot of people are having, financial difficulties too. It's crazy out here in these streets. It's hard. It's hard. But thank you for the info. I appreciate that. Lord have mercy. So I don't know what's going on with baby daddy number 3, but baby daddy number 3 is out here in these streets and he wants to battle Simon, and Simon is here for all the situation, but he's not all the way here for the situation because this dude is clapping back, and a whole Simon claps back when it comes to, people and things of that nature. He clapped back at Wendy Williams. He clapped back a lot. But in any event, Simon basically, is saying some things. Simon, seems like Simon, he says this. And so this is why, I'm baby daddy number 3, Siobhan Barbara is feeling a certain type of way. So Simon basically, he posted a message. He goes, "This message is particularly directed at Black men. I do not consider you a man if you are not morally or financial providing for your child. God would not and cannot look kindly on you. Stand up and show up for your child in order to be considered a man and accord the respect you deserve as a father. If you are not caring for your child, unfollow me and get the F off of my page. We are not in the same league. When you start meeting your obligation as a parent, I will start respecting you." Oh, Lord. Who is Simon talking to? Is Simon talking to all Black men, or is he talking to Fallon's baby daddies? Like, what's going on, Simon? Really tell us how you feel. Like, whoa, Lord, did you write that? Did the preacher write that? Did the psychologist write that? What's going on? I was like, damn. And Simon continues, "In order to hold the moral high ground on parenting, you must demonstrate you are consistent and committed to the care and upbringing of your child. You must financially provide for them. No excuses is accepted. If you are not being derailed by a co-parent, the courts are on your side to ensure the rights as a parent are preserved. So basically, Simon said, if you got a baby mama or a baby daddy that is out here trying to make it difficult, he's saying the courts is on your side to preserve your rights as a parent. He's getting deep. He don't want no excuses. Who you talking to, Simon? He also says and continues, and also make sure in the eyes of the law, you are still considered a parent rather than a sperm donor. And he says, you cannot claim fatherhood if you have not emotionally, financially provided for your child, period. Respectfully. Like, who's Simon talking to, y'all? Who he talking to? Is he talking to Fallon's baby daddy, or is he talking to the general public? Like, what's going on? Who y'all think he's talking to? You know what, H. Fisher, the robbery, it happened back in May of 2021, I believe. And there was just a small story on the situation. Hey, Real, what's up? There was a small story on the situation where, if you watched my video, I posted the clip and the information where Erica Mena, she accuses, she accuses, let me see if I can find her right here. She accuses, someone of breaking into her house, and she said what a stripper, is wearing her jewelry, wearing her pocketbooks, and they're posting it to Instagram. She knows who the stripper is, and her baby daddy and somebody else's baby father was gotten into the situation, and they robbed her house, and they only took her pocketbooks, they took some jewelry, and the stripper is out here online posting up with her shit. I was like, what? I don't even know why that wasn't a big story. I guess I don't know. But I did post up all the information about that robbery that, Erica mentioned on TV, because I was like, yo, they're really making this shit up. So I went to go research to see if I can find a robbery. What's up, Real? Over here, how you doing? It's good to see you. What's up, Sugar Mama? How you doing? So, y'all, they would, when it comes to Fallon baby daddy, he's out here, he's dissing Simon. He's checking Simon each and every way that he can. Like, he's Jalen was out here saying a little something, but this man is checking Simon and calling him out publicly. He wants that smoke. He wants that attention. He wants all of that. And let's get into this situation. Why is Jessica Cakes in his why is she on his Instagram page? You guys already know that Jessica Cake had sex with Simon, and she gave the story that Simon was crying on her shoulders about Fallon being a narcissist, and he wanted to kick her out, and he was living in a pool house. So Jessica Cakes, she told us, this, she was telling us about this situation with Simon, and then she said that she was dating Simon or had an intimate, relationship with him. She finds out on the internet that he's with Porsha, and she calls him on Mother's Day, and that's when everybody found out that, Porsha was dating Simon. So in any event, Jessica Cake has been everywhere. Jessica, she's been everywhere, and she's been on all types of interviews and things of that nature. But now she shows up in Fallon's baby daddy's comments. You see her right there. She liked it. Jessica Cake's XOXO. So she's there in the comments. Like, she's like, what's up? Like, what are you doing, Jessica? Jessica's out here in these streets. Lord have mercy. Jessica is trying to get that shine one way or another. She don't give a damn. You said you got money, baby daddy number 3. You know what I mean? Jessica Cake's like picking them up. So, what do you guys think about that situation? I'll take baby daddy number 3 for number 1. Hey, Felicia Butler, how you doing? Baby daddy number 3, read him for Phil. He did, respectfully. Yes, he did. Thought stay winning. Thought stay winning, Miss B. Miss B. You done read Porsha down just a few minutes ago. The Real, I'm just saying, baby daddy number 3 is about it. And I am here for all of it. Me too. He was talking that. He was like really, like, she hasn't been defended. Fallon has not been defended like this, even though I believe that she did cheat on Simon. That's just I believe she cheated on Simon with Jalen. They was in that house having a good time. They was rolling up in the, was eating popcorn, celebrating Christmas and the holidays together, all on Simon's dime. It is what it is. That's how I feel about the situation. So to me, but in any event, just to get back to the baby daddy number 3 was out here reading. Baby daddy number 4, Jalen, you've been holding it down. You've been out here on the Shade Room. You've been out here, on the Peach Report Daily, all them sites. You've been everywhere. You've been all over the place. You even said that Simon came to your YouTube channel and basically harassing Fallon and threatening her, not threatening her, but disrespecting her, and basically said she don't have self-respect. She lost a good husband. And then that shit hit the Shade Room. You've been doing your thing. You've been holding Fallon down. You've been doing that young dude stuff, out here trolling. I gotta respect the trolls. Gotta respect them. So he's been out here, doing what it do. And at the same time, in his eyes, he's a winner. Simon took him on vacation. Simon was AK his mentor. He stayed in Simon's house for a while. He had the security code to Simon's house and to his wife at the same time. So if anybody is winning, Jalen is winning in this situation because he got a little bit of an older woman and he like her. He love her. They're about to make a bag together. He can't buy her a Bentley yet, but he gonna damn sure try. He's gonna damn sure try. Let me see what you guys are saying. Seems like Jessica keeps losing though. Yes, Real. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Hey, J Mac. Well, this is a hot mess. Yes, it is. It is a hot mess, Miss T. I'm trying to see if I can see some of y'all comments. I need the other light on. I don't have the other light on. Who would not cheat on Simon? That man was so that. Fallon hurt Simon's feelings. Like, if you cheating in the next room, I'm hurt. If you cheating in the next room and the person that I accuse you of sleeping with and you said you haven't, and I'm gonna be hurt that you ended up with that person. For real, I'm gonna be hurt. There's no way around the situation at all. Jalen needs to eat a few burgers around. He's trying, but it's all types of shit going on. I'm like, Jessica Cakes is up, and Jessica Cakes like, you got money, you got money, you a baller, you got more money than Simon. She's like, what's up? She dropped in the DMs. She was in the DMs. Lord have mercy. But in any event, Fallon baby daddy. Fallon is big pimping out here in these streets, sugar mama. If Simon is my husband, I might have a side dude, which is why I would never marry him. Oh, Lori. Loren, Lord have mercy. Why? Y'all are too much. Well, we see that y'all ain't feeling Simon out here. So Simon wrote his whole speech. So Simon was saying all this. Simon was really upset. He was like, throwing all that up in there. Like, you ain't not consider a man. There's no excuses. Blase and the third. Like, he's going in, baby. It's like he's fighting a battle over there. He ain't trying to lose at all. He ain't trying to lose this battle. You can see him. He just, frustrated with this man because, Simon was able to say, like, I'm not on anybody's side in any event, but Simon was able to kind of like push, Fallon to the corner and push Jalen and basically send lawyers out to their ass because he got a little change. I know some of y'all say Simon's broke. He ain't got no money and shit like that. Everything that he has is rented. Blase and the third. That's fine. Maybe he's broke. Maybe he's not. Maybe he got switch accounts. Maybe he got money wire accounts all over the place. Maybe he got all types of investments that nobody don't know about. Maybe there's some shit that he don't even put in his name just because of tax purposes, writes off and this and that, blase and the third. But it's been proven and shown on the YouTube streets that he's broke. He don't got no money and all he does is rent. I haven't heard him get kicked out of any place. And that house he has where that he had with Fallon. He's still posting that unless it's an old video. But in any event, when it comes down to the situation, Simon was able to keep Fallon, she wouldn't say nothing. She was scared to say this and that because you saw her up in Adam interview. Other places she was quiet, she was timid, she wouldn't say much. And some people say the reason why she was doing that is because, she was waiting for the divorce to be over. And then she said herself is because, he wants to sue me. I can't say this. I can't say he cheated. I can't say Porsha did this and blah and the third. Some people believe what Fallon said and some people don't. But then you have Jalen that showed like emails and different things of that nature, basically saying that Simon told them that they can't speak on him. He wants this, he wants that, he's gonna sue them, blah and the third. But you got baby daddy number 3, and Jalen's been out here. He hasn't been quiet. But he's been tiptoeing. But baby number 3 called his ass out, called him mental, called him emotional abusive, called him manipulating, called him jealous, called him insecure, called him broke, and basically just dogged his ass out. Right, what he said. I was like, damn, tell us how you really feel, Barbara. Tell us how you really feel, baby number 3. He was like, basically, he said, you can't punish a grown woman, putting her on punishment. And he was like, oh, and then he said the reason why she left you for a man that got a lesser bag is because he treats her better. He's compassionate. He stimulates her mentally. So I guess he does stimulate her, and she feels secure with him. And he was out here trying to fight her battles in these streets. He was getting dragged up and down the street too as well. But in any event, baby daddy number 3 came out for Fallon and the kids. He came out talking, and he came out. I was like, what? Like, ugh. And he said, you on your 10th wife? Like, what is the issue? Something's deeper with you. And Simon did say he had deeper issues and he was going through counseling. He said him and Porsha was going through counseling, and basically homeboy, baby daddy number 3 saying he big mad. I was like, what? And he was like, you're talking about being a father. You're talking about being a good father and being financially and emotional there for your kid, but you were trying to keep me away from my own child because you was insecure. So the shit that you posting is trash. This is what this dude is actually saying. He said it's trash. I was like, what? I was like, I gotta go live, y'all. Yo, this dude, I love a good read. If it's a good read, it's a good read. And then you're gonna throw tea up in the situation. I'm here for it. What is Simon doing in that gym? Simon is getting it right. He's getting it tight. He's going to be on TV. He's making his debuts. He's a part of, organizations now, community action, call to action with Porsha's family and things of that nature. So we going to see. But I was like, yo, this dude was really reading down. I was like, damn, that's how we going to do it. That's how we turn it up. And that's definitely the case. That's definitely the situation. He turns up if, and then it makes it even, we know that the generation of trolls and just people just looking for clout and things of that nature. But he does have a right to say something. That's his baby mama. And he went in and he hasn't said nothing we haven't heard of him. I found out about him like a month and a half ago, and I did a video on it, but he hasn't said anything. He's just maybe somebody put him on game, or maybe he was playing double dutch and he thought that Jalen wasn't doing too much, Jalen Banks, so he came in and he started to read, and he ain't worried about being sued. He ain't worried about no attorneys at all. Fallon baby is a playboy. She's getting so much played with this pregnancy. Everybody is getting a storyline. Amen. Porsha is a goofy. Okay. I'm not even, y'all be going in. Like every time I read a comment, it's this in Porsha. Y'all are so bad. I'll put it on the scale. Siobhan is pretty petty and spilled all the tea. I am here. Yes, he did. Jalen stimulates. You know what? He stimulates her in that peach. You are definitely right about that. He's stimulating her right down there where it is abundance. He did spill the tea. I didn't see no boogers in his nose. Okay, so look at Real. So true. I knew you was gonna say that. Excuse me. So okay. All right, so we can still continue on that situation. Who we gonna get into next? But I can't believe Jessica Cakes, and I can't believe Jessica Cakes. She was up in them comments, baby. Jessica Cakes was like, "Don't leave me out." All right, so let's get to the situation. So what do you got? What is the temperature where everybody, when it comes to, Miss Yandy? Because right now, Miss Yandy is about to face some situations. She's about to face some problems because it seems like Mama Judy, Judy is coming to attack Yandy and basically call Yandy out on the fake marriage or the fake situation that she had a couple of years ago over there in Love and Hip Hop New York. And also, Miss Judy is saying that Yandy is controlling Mendeecees because now she got the monte. And some other people are saying that, Yandy got her money from Mendeecees and she invested it well. So, but in any event, some people are saying that Mama Judy is probably been cut off. She's not receiving the money that she probably used to receive from Mendeecees because Yandy's in control. Mendeecees came home to a nice ass house and some beautiful teeth. Like, so Lord have mercy, Yandy is in control of the situation. But Judy, she's feeling a certain type of way. Judy is going to be coming after Yandy, and she's going to use Mama D, and basically she's going to spill any beans that she can spill on Yandy and try to make Yandy look bad, and she's coming for her. And she believes that Yandy has taught Mendeecees to be disrespectful to her, and she is not feeling that, and she feels like her son is being controlled, and Yandy does not want her mother-in-law to come to Dubai for their wedding renewal ceremony and things of like their anniversary. They're gonna renew their vows and things of that nature. And so when it comes down to it, Yandy does not want her there. She turned her head so nastily when he was like, I'm gonna call my mother, but he gonna check her temperature, see if she's okay. I was like, damn. And then Yandy said that she wanted to, bring, Infinity along, for the trip because all the kids are going to be there. Our kids are going to be there for, for the next episode. So it's gonna not feel right not having her there. And then Mendeecees, well, you guys need some time apart. You guys y'all need the space. It's like Mendeecees don't want this girl around point blank, period. And if you check out her YouTube page, she's doing very well. She just finished one semester. She's already in another semester, so she's did like 4 semesters already, and her GPA is like a 3.78 3.85 or something like that, she said. And she was very humble, and she didn't bash Yandy, she didn't bash Mendeecees. She just said that she has to live her life. And she says people have been so rude to her, saying that she's going to be a drug addict, she's never going to be nothing, that she's going to be a prostitute, that she's not going to have a good life. She used Yandy, now she's going to hell. Like, these comments were she's like, it took me some time. Like, she had to really like gather herself because of the hate and the things that people felt about her. She made a threat and she didn't even act on that threat. She's a kid. She makes threats too as well. But for adults to just dog this young girl out there like that, I thought that was just really wrong. And then at the same time, I think the way the situation with, Infinity with handle was wrong. It shouldn't have been on national TV. We shouldn't have known her business like that. Y'all should have worked it out before you even came on TV, because it really looked like she was being abandoned. Then also people saying, oh, the way she crying, she just wants to stay home with, Yandy. She believes Yandy to be her mother. She adopted her. So she wanted to be there, even though she did make mistakes. Our children do make mistakes. They fall up, but they get back up again. But in this event, Yandy seemed like she might have been open, but at any event, a lot of people were saying that Mendeecees couldn't come home because she had a foster daughter in the house. So therefore, Infinity had to go. That's what people were saying. There are some of them rumors, and these are some of the things that Yandy is dealing with. But when it comes to Infinity, she hasn't spoke out. She hasn't been negative towards Yandy or Mendeecees at all. When she cried and she said, my abandonment issue is people don't want to be around me, and you telling me to go. And I know, like, yes, that's a great opportunity to have somebody pay your rent for 2 months, but where you gonna live at? What kind of job is she gonna get right now that's gonna pay for her to be in a safe environment where she's not going to be around a bunch of people that want to eat off her plate? You know what I mean? And the protection that she needs. So in any event, she's still in college. So that's a good situation. So you guys let me know what you think. But so they was worried about Miss Infinity. Hey Brandy, how you doing? Peace and love to you, girl. They was worried about Miss Infinity. But it seems like Mama Judy's coming in. It's fake. You think it's fake, Darrell? Well, it could be. Hey Tawanda, how you doing? 47. What's up, Jordan? So yeah. So what do you guys think about that situation? I think that, let me put the banner up. She's got the phone line would be open, and then I'll put the StreamYard up. So, but Miss Judy is coming with a fierce, and she's mad and she's pissed and she's ready to go in on Mendeecees. And she's mad at Mendeecees because he done said on national TV on Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion that Mendeecees stood up and said, my mama, we didn't know what we were going to eat. There was no food at home. There was no food on the table. I was just like, Lord have mercy, what is going on? It was like a crazy situation. And Judy was really upset about the situation. Judy really felt like Mendeecees had betrayed her, and she was just like, she's upset and she's calling out Yandy. So what do you guys think about Judy? Are you guys here for Judy, or you guys are not here for Judy? You guys here for Judy? Yandy is stupid in love, but smart as hell as a businesswoman. Yes, she is, Miss B. Oh, look at Miss B. She done said something nice. She met Mendeecees when she was a manager working for Mona in 2008 in Billboard magazine. She was ranked top woman under 30. Yes, she was. She was handling her business, and homeboy was in the Yandy. Confused me. Well, we're going to see how this situation pans out. But it seems like even though everything has hit the fan, and a lot of people said, oh, Yandy should get rid of that daughter. There was comments on my channel where people said that I can see the demonic spirit in Infinity. She looks like a demon. She looks like a devil. She's possessed. I was like, Lord have mercy. Help me, Jesus. So I got them comments on my channel. Imagine the comments that she got on her channel was just horrible. And, that should have been something that should have been prepared for. And she shouldn't have had to deal with that alone, because she hasn't been, it doesn't sound like she's been in contact with Yandy or Mendeecees. And if anything, I don't know who's her support system, who's supporting her now. As far as having someone that you can talk to, especially when you're facing so much public ridicule and you're a young girl and you come from a background with PTSD and abuse too as well. Miss Judy does too much sometimes. Well, Miss Judy is ready. Miss Judy's not holding back now. Miss Judy is ready to get into Yandy's ass. She's ready to come at Yandy. She's ready to, tear her son down at the same damn time while she's doing it. I don't know, but she is mad. I was like, Miss Judy, when Mendeecees got up and said that about his mother, I was like, I can't even picture her leaving her kids so hungry, the way that, she be on the baby mothers and the way that she's on Yandy about raising the kids and basically, pointing fingers and shit like that. I'm thinking like she was the best mother in the world. And this man Mendeecees got up and said that this woman used to leave them hungry and starving. They couldn't even count on their mother for a meal. She was MIA. She was gone. I was like, are you serious? Lord help me. What? Two baby mamas. Lord have mercy. Judy's about to hook up with them other two baby mamas. They better do something. So in any event, so that's the situation. And it was really nice of Mendeecees to have Queen Nadia come and sing, to Yandy, because, he was making up for the mistake of basically saying on the other TV show when he said to her that he don't know if he would have held her down like the way she held him down. And Yandy been getting people picking at her like, that man doesn't say he wouldn't even hold you down like that. People said, look at Papoose. Look what Papoose did for Remy Ma. I love me some Papoose, baby. They can just clone 1,000 or 1,000,000 Papooses and put them out here. This world would be a better place. But in any event, with this situation going on, so he made a nice dinner. They're gonna go to Dubai and things of that nature, and he apologized. And she had to ask him twice, like, so you mean that you would hold me down? He said, yeah, you know damn well this man ain't gonna hold her down. He can't even keep his thing in his pants. He don't even know how to wrap it up. He is not going to he's not going to stop getting nookie, ookie, ookie. He's not going to stop that if you cannot give it to him point blank, period. He has too many options and opportunities. He got his baby mama. They're the first lineup. And then the rest of the women. And then you locked up. He'd be like, yo, that's your fault, man. You messed up. You slipped. And Mendeecees is a type of person to me that he means what he say. Like when he say something, he means it. And you can prove him wrong. You can say whatever you want to say. But he's going to stay stern in that point. He means what he say what he means. He's not the type of dude that like to apologize and shit like that, because he meant what he did the first time. And he was being honest to Yandy, but it brought, backlash. So Yandy got that mother effer on TV to say he will hold her down because people will continue to throw that in her face. And so just like the situation when it comes to Infinity, she made sure she got Infinity on TV and have Infinity say that she was going to make up lies and tell stories and things of that nature, and she threatened. So therefore, people won't be looking at Yandy negatively because she has to protect her brand. So she brought that girl on TV. They was arguing and yelling and screaming in the middle of the street with the VH1 cameras, looking like the ladies, they look like they worked that corner. That's how bad it looked. They were yelling and screaming, and she was like, come on, that's not true. And Infinity said, yes, it is. And then Infinity at the end said, it's not true. Then they hugged, they kissed. As far as she said, it's not true about, Mendeecees not wanting her back. She wanted to protect Mendeecees. And so she made sure she got that on camera, that Infinity, know that Mendeecees had nothing to do with this. You didn't get kicked out of my house because Mendeecees came back. She wanted to make sure that shit was put on TV and clear, baby girl. And she did that. Yandy's going to cover her tracks. This is why her and Mendeecees make a good couple. Hey, New Sky, how you doing? So in any event, hey Brandy, so in any event with that situation going on, I was like, okay, so and right now Yandy kind of like cleared her slate. Like if you throw things at her, she gonna say the girl took it back. Number one. And I didn't kick her out because of Mendeecees. Well, a lot of people do feel that way, but Judy is coming to pay, Yandy a visit, and she ain't gonna be nice about it. And Mendeecees knows what he needs to do. So let's get to the situation with Yung Joc. So you guys tell me what you think about the Yung Joc situation. I know a lot of people is upset, and most of the people are Team Joc in this situation. But when Joc sat down, he had this conversation with Fatima, his baby's mother, his first baby mama. She said, we needed you a lot. We needed you, but you was with your other families. That's really so many different moments that we needed you, but you wasn't there. And but we need to be there now. We need to come first. And so she was conversing to Joc about that, and she said, our son didn't have these problems until he started working down at your nightclub, and he started meeting up and hanging around with the people at your nightclub, and then it got worse. And she's like, he really needs you. And Joc was like, yeah, he wasn't around because he was doing his thing. He had kids after kids after kids. So it's really hard for him to transition to go back to his first house when he created 2 here, 1 here, 3 here, 1 here, and things of that nature. and everybody coming at him. And then on top of that, he's getting women that don't have any kids, and he's doing his, music career and acting or whatever. And the mom in the beginning, she, was in the music business. So, and Joc says he takes some ownership of bringing his son down to the club, so that was a bad situation to bring his son down in that environment where there's possibly people going to be shooting. It's not, it could be high risk area, high crime area, especially if your son is not taught the things and you don't really have that close bond with him, because, the way that they both explain it, Joc was MIA. He will come back and forth, but not like that. He probably only lived with Joc for maybe a year or two, because right after he had that baby with her, he went on the road, and then he created more babies and more babies. So the son probably feels neglected, and them tough times in his life where he needed Joc wasn't there because he has to be at 8 different places at 8 different times. So that's why the message being much deeper than what it is, to have his son on TV was just like, damn. And then the son kept saying like, yo, listen, the son was very disrespectful. And, I know a lot of men say that you have to meet people with the same energy that they give you. If somebody meets you with rah-rah energy, you meet them with rah-rah energy. And I understand that. But at the same time, it's just like never seeing Joc angry, being so aggressive towards his son when he's trying to teach him not to be aggressive, trying to teach him not to be around the gun, not to be around violence. And then also not being able to communicate in a better way where, you're showing aggression when you don't want that from him. And then when he gets angry, he gets frustrated, he's going to imitate the behavior that Joc showed him, even if it's a situation of trying to save somebody's life. And I know you have to do what you got to do to save your children, but at the same time, if you haven't been there from day one, you haven't been consistent, and you don't have that bond in that relationship, you got to make sure you move right around your children and put them in that bar, in that environment. He probably was not ready for any of that situation, and his mind is still being developed. And Joc is trying to come in to save his son, but I just didn't like the way it was put on camera. It just looked bad. It just looked like a grown man can't have a conversation or deal with his son without being overly emotionally, where he's supposed to show us manly behavior, manly strength, in my opinion, where if he's angry, he's upset, he's trying to save his life, he's trying to get through to his son, he's mad, but he can still conduct himself and calm his temper and never fly off at the handle. You never know what's going on, because when people get angry and they act really fast or really quick to a situation instead of analyzing or being calm, cool, and collected, sometimes that's how they lose their life. But in any event, nobody agrees with that. So everybody's telling me that I'm wrong. So in any event, I just explained my side, but everybody said, bitch, you wrong. You don't know what the hell you talk about. Shut the F up. They done cuss me out. So they said I'm wrong. But in any event, that's my opinion. But I want to hear you guys' take on the situation too as well. So Joc is explaining that he should have never brought his son down. His son is definitely wrong, because when it comes down to the situation, and when Joc tried to ask him, like, yo, listen, what if somebody do that to your mom? Like, I'm losing my business. So he's losing his business, and then on top of that, his son, is acting up in front of the cops too as well. His son is out here smoking weed in front of the cops while they're on the scene trying to investigate a murder. And that's just really bad that his son has the mindset that, okay, the detectives are here, they're investigating a crime, and I'm going to smoke weed in my daddy's club and make it even worse. Joc felt like the detectives saw his son smoking weed and said, who's that kid smoking weed? Because they can smell the aroma. They always smell the aroma. They act like they do when you drive them. But in any event, with the situation, his son was sitting there just, smoking a cigarette. Smoking weed while the cops was right there, and Joc was like, and his son is not getting it. But now people are telling me that what went down at Joc's shop actually had something to do with King Von. So with that situation, knowing the whole King Von situation, that was one of the situations where, they saw a bunch of dudes running towards one, and ain't nobody gonna fight all them dudes. And so then bada bing, bada boom, if that's the case, and then shots ran off in the situation. and the club was closed at the time because King Von had pulled into the club, and he was just sitting there. He was sitting in that car, that Sprinter, for a while, and then that's when Timothy or whatever his name, he pulled up with his people. They got beef. They didn't even know King Von was over there. King Von saw Timmy or whoever that kid is, and ran towards him, and then everybody else that with King Von ran after that situation. And so you got 5 over here, and you got like 30 or 40. They gonna let go. So, but Joc is basically saying you're checking on him and you're trying to see how he's doing. But if that's his dude, he gonna run with him. And so basically, the only thing you can do is teach him the game and teach him how to keep himself alive and read a situation and be out of a situation, and try to want the best for him. But at the same time, you can't yell and throw chairs and shit like that when you haven't been consistent in your son's life. You haven't been there for him like that. He's not homeless. And people was like, oh, his son grew up wealthy. How did he grow up wealthy? Joc is not wealthy like that. Like, y'all is crazy. So I'm going to put the StreamYard out because like this situation, everybody said I'm wrong. They cuss my black ass out. They call me all types of names. They read me down to the clear ground. I was laughing. I was like, oh, shit, damn. Tell me how you really feel. Hey, Tony, what's going on? I feel, Joc, I didn't even let my nephew disrespect me. Like, no way, no how at all. I just feel like there's a way that you can talk with all that aggression and emotion, but doing it on national TV and also sending a message, okay, this is how black men handle their problems when their son, when he's trying to save his life. Let me just throw a chair. Let me run up at him like I'm going to hit him and shit like that. People been getting their ass, kids been getting their ass whooped for years, and kids been dying for years from the 90s, from the early 2000s. Not saying that Joc wants to raise his kid the way that he want to raise his kid, and that's okay, but just to display on TV and it being such a deep family matter. And when Joc says he don't care about these cameras, did you know the relationship you had with your son? Was you caught off guard? Did you think you have a good relationship with your son? Do you think your son is showing up for the cameras? Is this how he really feels? And he's really disconnected from what you're saying. But Joc did also express that, they had a good conversation for a long time, but the boy was trying to explain the situation that went down. There's a big gang shit that went down, you know what I mean, with King Von and, NBA Young Boys people and all that other shit that happened. So, you know what I mean? It's one of them situations where it's really some street shit. You know what I mean? It would have been nice if nobody let out the gun and everybody was going to go head up and use their hands, but we're in a different day and age. And so it's a different way that you got to save these souls out here. Just because sometimes you can push your kid away and push them right into the streets. And sometimes you can push them away where they say, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to come back and be successful. We have seen them stories, and we have seen the kids come the biggest gangsters in the world until they're not here anymore. So you got to try everything. But I don't know if the son might feel embarrassed. Is it humiliation? It almost reminds me when people were on Facebook showing their daughter's room. Oh, you think that my daughter's nasty. She dirty. She filthy, and showing it on Facebook and shit like that. But in any event, this is love. And Joc wants to save his son, and also he has regrets too as well, because he's not connected to his son like that, where his son can understand and feel. He said, you need to read the room, you need to read me, you need to read how I feel. How can he read you if he ain't really around you? That's what I got from the conversation you and your baby mama said, Fatima, at the beginning of your segment. But in any event, maybe it's going to save somebody and help somebody. But I'm going to just tell you right now, there's a lot of people out here in these streets believe in knocking a kid out, throwing them out there in the street, letting them go, never looking back, saying goodbye to you. I be like that. I'm so glad none of y'all ain't my parent. So, yeah, that's pretty much, the situation. I think that's it. I think that's all that. I think I covered everything. Yes. Hey, Sky Nunu. Yeah, it's legal here in California, but like alcohol, you cannot be under the influence in public, especially when the shooting is going down and your father is the owner. And now the cops said, just shut the shit down. So Joc feels like his son helped shut his shit down too as well. So now he lost a lot of money. But if you're really a parent, you know, that shit hits you hard. But the last thing you want to do, I promise you, is you want to bury a child and then not use every avenue you can to save their life, because you will never ever seek peace. If you really love that child, it will haunt you and you won't be able to do a lot of things. But some people are able to move forward after losing a child when they, you know, really wasn't there, because it's that, oh, that's them, they're grown. And I said, no, we need to nurture our children. Make sure before we release them into this evil world out here that they are strength. They got power. They got knowledge. They're protected. They got financial wealth and success. And don't put them out here struggling to pay an apartment when y'all can get together and get a house. There's a lot of things that, you know, some of the old ways got to change. Beating a kid ain't going to change a motherfucker. Ask DCYF. Ask CPS. Yelling. It's how you handle things. But in any event, when you pissed off and you hurt, that's what happens. I don't know if Joc actually he's just hurt because, you know, when you're trying to get into somebody's head and they ain't hearing you, first of all, they're not going to hear you until you hear them. And then they will hear you. But they really have to understand that you hear them, because they work. The kids are different today. They ain't like the kids from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. No, this is a whole different type of breed. These motherfuckers could be rich if they want to in a minute. Just get on the internet. And at the same damn time, they can be the biggest gangster too. And they don't care about a lot of different things, because one thing they're looking for is security. And, you know, he better be glad he even got a father that cares, because there's not fathers out here that even give a damn, that will even sit down and have that conversation with their child. But in any event, I don't think Joc is a bad person. I don't think he's a bad father. I just think that was just too much for TV. And also is giving the message that when we're trying to discipline and save our children's life, the violence that we don't want them to be involved in or be victimized, we display that without, you know, because I know there's so many men out here that can articulate and get their point across without throwing chairs and almost pushing their son. Like, come on. But I guess not, because y'all cuss me out. Hiring your trifling kids to work in your establishment doesn't work for everyone. Ask Kirk and Rashida. Miss Messy, Miss B. For real, I did Kirk and Rashida yesterday. Excuse me. I did Kirk and Rashida yesterday. Like, oh my God, I did them yesterday. Pause. But I was just talking about them. They cussing out their kids. They ain't happy with the kids. They ain't happy with the sister. They ain't happy with the nieces. Everybody's on the chopping block when it comes to Kurt and Rashida. They ain't playing no games. Kurt and Rashida ain't playing no games. You got Rashida, basically her storyline right now, she thinks she pregnant, and she said she been spotting and things of that nature, so she gonna get a pregnancy test with Yandy. You got Kurt, he hasn't seen his son Christopher in 13 years, and he brings him on the show. We got Rashida and her sisters. We didn't even know she had a sister. We didn't even know that she had nieces. Then she brings them on the show and basically tell us how rotten and mischievous they is, how broke they is, how they use her for money, how they won't get a job, how her older sister's always begging. I was like, Lord. And then we got Kurt and Rashida talking about their kids working at the bistro and being horrible, you know, employees and managers. Yo, I mean, they're bringing a family out. They're bringing the family out. Yes, they are. They're making sure that they stay secure. They are going to secure that bag, for real, for real. Yep, I still respect my parents. Yes, and also, you know, what's his name? When it comes to Joc, his son, on the last episode, his son gave him the middle finger. Like, you can tell that relationship ain't close, because what, you know, child that age gonna turn around and argue with he's arguing with Joc and he gonna give him a middle finger, walk away? Like, I would never give my parents the middle finger. There's something wrong in that situation. And I think there's a whole lot. And the kid kept saying, "Don't say that I'm bad. You trying to make it look like I'm bad. You trying to show the world that I ain't no good, that I'm a bad kid." You know, and you can tell that he still wants his father respect. And then when Joc when Joc went towards him, it looked like Joc pushed him. The boy said, "You gonna hit your own son? You gonna hit your own son? You gonna hit your son? You gonna hit your child?" And then but the son was making all types of faces like it was some funny shit. It was comedian shit too as well. And I don't know if he thought that this wasn't serious. I don't know. Joc is being held down by security and shit. They're holding him. I hope they ain't acting. Now I'm thinking about, is this shit an act? But the shooting really did take place. Allegedly, if the story's true about the King Von situation, that it happened at where Joc's, place of businesses, then it's not an act. It's something serious. But did they rehearse this? You know what I mean? Did they rehearse this? Because we had, from Black Ink Crew, you have Four and Dom basically said they rehearsed and went through when their sister was found deceased. And, it didn't happen. It happened in December, and then they acted out, a few 6 or 7 months later. So I don't know. You guys tell me, y'all. Let me see. Where is it? I want to see. Where is it? So he throws the chair. Lord have mercy. It looked like, let me see if I can find it. That's what she does. So right here, you can see Joc. And his son got his hands up. His son is not even trying to hit his father. He's looking at Joc like, what? Is this really happening with the camera? Like, yo, you coming for me? Oh, yeah, Rashida read her nieces down. Yes, the son was very disrespectful. And a lot of people say these kids are disrespectful. Your kids are disrespecting y'all like that? I don't even know. Like, what happened? Why is this going on? Why is this happening? You're the person that nurtured that kid. Like, what's going on? But sometimes kids have different, psychological issues. Number one, they see things differently. They interpret things differently. Sometimes they have learning issues too as well. Sometimes their frontal lobe can be damaged too. Depends on how much they drink, how much they smoke, nutrition, a whole lot of different things do account for a lot of kids' behaviors as well. Because, there's a study done, if you fed your kids a certain diet, they wouldn't need Ritalin or, ADHD medication and things of that nature. There's a whole lot of science behind a lot of different things that people say. No one knows how to be the best parent, but there's so much different ways and so much different knowledge out here that you can just, open your phone and find out different ways to deal with a lot of situations that you might come upon. But at the same time, sometimes you got to meet people with the same energy that they meet you. And just hopefully they see it as love and not hate. In my opinion. So yes, the phone lines are open. Excuse me. I dropped the StreamYard. We've been on for an hour. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming out. Peace and love. I tried to get the people, the phone and the StreamYard that cuss me out, to cuss me out. You know what I mean? Like, what you saying? Because y'all, they cuss me out. I'm just like, yo, tell me what is your take? Give me your opinion. Can you do that? Let them apply for Social Security and not work for you. Lord have mercy, Mr. B. It's a part of a storyline. Rashida's calling out. If you ask me, everybody's pushing out all the stops right now. Only person that's not right now shining is, what's her name? Carly Red. But she's about to shine in a few minutes when it comes to whatever's gonna go down with between her and Lamar Odom. But she hasn't really stuck out yet. And also Mama D hasn't really stuck out yet. Scrappy's been in there. Erica's been doing her thing. She's been getting a lot of, episodes and things of that nature. Safari too as well. But I think Carly Red is going to soon be shining. I think she's coming up. You know what I mean? And that whole drastic, destitute, horrendous situation her and Lamar Odom went through is going to be off the chain when they start fighting on the show. So we haven't seen Carly Red yet, but she hasn't really showed up really yet. So we're going to see what we're going to get. I hope the money is worth it. Rosemary, Joc should be careful with his attitude. It will affect his son. Hey, thank you. At least they told me I was crazy. Hey, Felicia. How you?
Hey,
What's up, girl? What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing fine and yourself.
I'm hanging in there. Good to see you.
This whole commentary is a mess.
Go ahead. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. It's your flow.
Why Simon, so I understand where he was coming from about the father need to take care of their kids, but why wasn't they had to pull the trigger and kill that man with his word?
I know. I know he did. he read that man down. Baby daddy clapped all the way up. He basically destroyed Simon. I'm like, damn. Like, He called him. He basically confirmed everything Fallon was saying about Simon that she really couldn't say. She was giving a little tip. Like, you have to watch 8 of her interviews to put the shit together to understand what the hell she was saying. And so basically, baby daddy number 3, he done came out here flying, baby.
The two people not gonna say the same thing if it's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That Simon looked like he can be controlling. And then about the Yandy situation, I believe that Judy don't like Yandy.
Oh, I believe she don't.
Judy
Yeah.
don't like Yandy. She just do that on for TV purpose in real life, real time. She don't like Yandy because why you want to come up there and expose Yandy? Everybody know that you can catch Yandy in a lie. You can catch her in a lie real quick. Especially come down with the mother, the other two baby mamas
That's true.
that they caught in her in a lie, and then at the same time that she teaching him to disrespect his mother. Why you gonna teach a grown man to disrespect his own mama? They already had issues before they came in the before you came in the picture.
I know. Facts. You know how it is? Well, people are saying that maybe the situation is Yandy has the money. That's why she's saying that Yandy's paying Mendeecees to disrespect her and paying him, period. And so therefore maybe she's not getting her cut again, or maybe she thinks that her son now is just a follower behind Yandy.
Yes, indeed. I just feel like this. When he was out here in these streets, she was getting his cut before he got locked down. He bet, and he gone with the money at. But Judy don't like Yandy, and she feel like Mendeecees is gone whatever Yandy say because she got the money, and it's just that. And then about the Yung Joc Has son situation. Oh my God. It doesn't matter how much you done being a bad child. You still have to respect your parents. It doesn't matter. And you can tell they have issues. Joc wasn't in his life like this.
Okay, go ahead, talk again. I think I'm losing you.
I said I think that Joc was not up in his life like that. That's
Okay.
why he go away what he do, the hanging with the people in the wrong crowd. Everybody, I know a lot of people been in their 20s before. They're hanging with the wrong crowd, but still and now they're still your father. You don't have to disrespect it. Then Joc was on public TV to jump on him like that. You know it's some issues lied on it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
he
Joc
lost.
is a southern man. You ain't finna disrespect me and no any man, and you a child, you gonna stay in the child place. I remember one time when I was in my 20s and my mom had her some fabricated rubies on me, and I had told her how I felt. She said, "Who you talking to?" I said, "Nobody." Like a kid. But it's just this. It's not just him. It's just this generation, they feel like everybody owes them something. And anytime you feel like you gotta give them something, the order to take what you have to do, because they don't want to work, they want to live off their parents, or handle the business because they parents got a business. They want to live off that business. No, you gotta work what you have.
That's true, you do. But at the same time, how do you get that message to a son that feels like you neglected him half of his life? Now you want to come in and tell him how to live his life.
Well, they gotta fix on that issue on
That's
that, because he can't take back time. Only thing they just gotta do is focus on the present.
amen. Amen. That's the truth. Truth be told, baby. Hattiesburg, Mississippi in the house.
Because I know some people in my family had issues with I know somebody close to me had issues with their parents, but they in a better relationship with their parents now than they was then. I don't seen the person who they told their parent how they feel cry. And I have never seen that in my life. And that was Joc's son is screaming for attention. He don't know how to get attention. And violence and throwing a chair ain't gonna do a doggone thing. You go on there talking to his mama. She the one had him all his life. She know how he is. She's not gonna put anything past him.
And put him in a club to work around people that he's not familiar with, maybe. But she said when he started working down at the club, that's when all the problems started to happen.
And I can believe that. And that's true, because I remember I was underage working at a club. My auntie, 15, 16-year-old, selling beer out of juke joint. And I seen too much stuff going on. I don't see how people can act drunk and act crazy or act calm or be in emotion and stuff. That's why I don't go to clubs now.
Mm.
Who else you talked about? Porsha?
Talked about Porsha because they saying that Porsha got surgery. And Porsha
Yeah, she got surgery.
She said she didn't get no surgery. She said that's a lie.
You go back on the previous season, Porsha was like a size 2. Now she a size 10. Girl, you had dang on surgery.
She said that is a lie. She said that's a lie. She threw back her throwback pictures to tell you that she always had junk in her trunk. It just got bigger and better, because she posted this picture and she basically put it out there that she didn't have, if you don't have no tummy tuck, if you don't have no lipo, this is what your stomach is supposed to look like. It's just a little fupa, a little gut. And if you do have surgery, it's okay. But in any event, that's what she's saying. Then people was like, girl, yes, you did have surgery. You got your butt done. You calling Kenya out. You can't even admit to your surgery. And then she started to post her throwback pictures, baby.
She need to post that picture back at season when she started season 5. When she called Kenya feet ashy.
Yes, yep.
That was little Porsha. Porsha don't got them titties done. Porsha got a whole makeup before she had that baby. She probably gained a few pounds after she had that baby, but she don't have surgery.
She said that she ain't have nothing, and she threw a throwback picture. And she said, "Don't play with me." But also, I was just thinking, right? So with this situation, Porsha, she posted the picture. Is Porsha trying to tell us that she got a baby bump?
I hope not.
Cause you know how they be throwing shots out there that it be something else that they really mean behind the pictures and the shit that they say. But in any event, but the rumor is that Simon can't have kids anyway because he had a vasectomy. Then the other rumor is that Simon stored his eggs somewhere, so therefore he can have a kid anytime. His sperm is inside of a sperm bank.
She probably got them. And then she 40 years old, just like I'm reading the comments said Porsha got old and she had a baby near for bounce back is not the same. Yeah, when you older and you have a baby, it's a different when you have a baby in your teens and your 20s and your late 30s and 40s.
Hey Mo, so yep, that's the situation. That's Porsha, and then Kandi Burruss. She confirmed that she's gonna be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then also she may have a special show coming up that we don't know nothing about, and it might not be the old lady gang.
Candy trying to get all them coins so she could pay somebody at 8 for their restaurant.
Lord have mercy, Kandi.
Because I rather eat at Waffle House. I worked at Waffle House for 6 years. I rather eat at Waffle House before I eat at now one of her restaurants. I know what they do at Waffle House. I won't work. I won't eat in no high end restaurant. It got a seat. I eat at Waffle House before I eat at her restaurant.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's good because she need them coins so she could pay them expenses out for an A.
So yep, let us know. She doesn't know who's going to be with her. Who else got their confirmation, but she got her confirmation, and she gonna be on the show, The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she has a show that is coming up. So
That's good. She don't Ty produce one of the BET show.
yep, and he produced another show too as well. See,
They gotta have them coins to pay the inspectors off and do what they have to do. They got how many restaurants? About like 3 or 4 restaurants in the Atlanta area. The only one worth something going is Old Lady Gang.
Mm-hmm. The old lady gang.
And then the baby, he just doing too much. He want to know everybody know that he coming back good. Because I don't believe in the cancellation culture.
Yep.
And he need to stop boasting about it, but you bashing the whole community about that because it's not the 90s no more that you gotta hide to say that you like that. Now you could go up there and say certain things, slurs that you can't say now in the 90s, you can't say now.
That's true.
He just need to take a class or do something, be the set because you probably had one of your family members that way. What you gonna do? Hate your family member because you that way? I forgot he from Charlotte. He from the South. A lot of stuff in the South they don't condone. Not no same sex. It's just crazy.
I don't even think that he hates gays or anything like that, or he's homophobic. I just think that he heard a lot of ignorant knowledge and he repeated the ignorant knowledge.
Where they go, it shows you right there that who raised him. They probably were homophobic themselves. Because off a subject, I seen that Boosie done an interview the other day talk about homosexuality and stuff like that. But I forgot he done been in prison. He was in one of the biggest prisons in Louisiana. But you still he homophobic too. But
He said in the interview that his manager is gay. The person that managed him and bring all the money in is gay. So how can he be homophobic? He just says that he doesn't like it flushed down people's throat. But he have said some things that people consider to be homophobic too as well. He said some things about Dwayne Wade's daughter, son. So that, and then he talked about Lil Nas X, that he said that he wanted to hit Lil Nas X because that's disrespectful to get on the stage and show your body. You talking about you gonna take off your clothes right here in front of me? And then they said, would you do it if it was woman? If it was a woman? And then he said, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing because we want the women to take their clothes off because I don't want the strippers to get mad at me. So you got a whole lot of that going on. Some people consider, like you just said that he was homophobic. Some people consider him to be. Some people don't consider him to be. I'm just like, Boosie just be out here. He just be out here. People saying that, oh, he had a bad experience in jail. You already know the rumors and everything that went on with that situation. It's crazy. Crazy. And Boosie ain't stopped, and he hasn't been canceled yet. Just like 50 Cent hasn't been canceled. 50 Cent be out here saying he don't go against the gay community. He used to throw shots at Yung Joc a lot, but he has chilled down when it comes to that situation. But that's what a lot of people say, like, yo, listen, you like this. And sometimes people just don't. Sometimes people are just raised with bad information, and it never gets corrected. It's just really, just really sad. And then they tell the public, like one of my friends, the way that she was raised like down south, and then she moved to New York, and then she moved to Canada, and she has an accent, and the way that her family speaks and the way that they talk, she knew that it wasn't proper, so she went and got help because and then she started to learn different things, because she said the way that her parents and everybody had her thinking, that she couldn't think for herself. She wanted to come up with her own ideas and how she felt about things, and not people just throwing their opinions on her. But you know how that goes.
Because it's just crazy that people get taught them ignorant things instead of exploring those ignorant things.
Facts. Just like they pass, and certain cultures and certain races, they pass down the belief of how Black people are and how they think about Black people. And it's not because they experience any of things, it's what they are told or what they saw on TV, but they never actually really, sat down and had that experience to see. They only see what is negative and not what is positive. And they go by that. Then as a child, you hear grown people talk about, oh, look at that bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Then when they get older, they be like, look at that bullshit, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Anything else you want to add on? Because we're going to call it a night. Any last words?
No, ma'am.
Thank you so much for calling in, Felicia Butler. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Any last words? Any last thing you want to say? Any last thoughts? Or did I lose?
I just want to tell everybody, y'all have a good night and a blessed day, and y'all be safe and stay hydrated.
Amen. That's the word. That's the wisdom word right there. Felicia from Hattiesburg, Mississippi in the building, jumped on the stream, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mo, for coming through. Thank you, Miss B. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Alicia, thank you for coming through. Thank you, Lauren, for coming through. Thank you, Sky Nunu. Miss T came through. She was in the building. LSW was in the building. Felicia Butler, Mary, who else named? I can see Norris. Tony was in the building. Thank you for coming through. Denise 53 Hill. Tawanda was in the building. Black Lavender was in the building. Brandy Shepherd was in the building. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Helen was in the building. Denise was in the building. Jordan was in the building too as well. Thank you guys so much. Real Obia, thank you for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Sabrina, thank you. Thank all you guys for coming through. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful night. Peace and blessings to my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like the video.